subscribe. Tariq Radio. Watch and subscribe.
Don't lie. Let's get Burn in here. Burn, what's up, Burn? I see Burn making gestures there. Burn, what's up, Burn? Mr. Burn, you want to unmute the mic? All right, Mr. Burn. There you go. Mr. Burn. I can hear you. What's up, Burn? I am good.
And hello to the co-host too. Tariq, it's about let me see. Um, about what that guy was telling you. You said you need $50,000 dollars to debate.
Whoever. I've debated
Management.
any whoever. Start off with 50K, but yeah.
What about if the FBA community crowdfund you and you give them a show?
No, they have to do it. I don't want no. The FBA family. That's not for us. We don't give a damn. That's going to be for the white supremacists, their audiences. So let them fund it.
Come on, Tariq. If you put it there, this guy's gonna pay you. FBA can raise that money so you can have that debate. We'll be begging for that debate for long.
The what now? What?
We'll be begging for you to debate Mario Gaines again.
Okay, well,
And you should.
right. Let's get if they want it so badly, let them get the money.
That's why I'm suggesting that FBA community should
No,
crowdfund.
because the FBA community, we're not asking for it. I've already destroyed him. So the FBA family got to see me get down already. So if they want a rematch, let all of the white supremacists and the tethers look. You got shea butter trees. Shake the trees and get them shea butter seeds and sell them so you can get the money to have me debate this dude again. I'll be glad to just get the money, right?
And Tariq, why isn't FBA the FBA community adopting kids from Africa?
Why,
Are they?
why are we not adopting kids from Africa?
Yes.
We already have children. We don't need to adopt children. We have our own children.
So are you saying white people are more compassionate than you?
You think they're adopting y'all because of compassion?
I mean, is it because of what? Those
You
kids are
think
doing well in America.
doing well how? Y'all come over here and these white supremacists do all types of weird shit to you. And then we have to save you from
Adopting
no. You
kids
come over
is a
here,
sign of love.
dude. If you don't stop, really, you hear this, Tether? You think they coming over? They're adopting you to give you a great life. They're doing all types of weird sexual stuff to the kids, abuse. There was some kids over, I want to say Virginia somewhere recently, I think they were African and got adopted, and the white folks had them enslaved. They were having them living in a barn and beating on them, and the white folks got sentenced to like 140 years. Really, sir? Come on, Burn. Really? We know all the little weird stuff they do. So yeah, we don't know. Why y'all want people to adopt you? Why don't you just get your shit together and raise your kids? How you here begging to be adopted? What kind of shit is that? How about you raise your kids over there, Burns, instead of fleeing? Listen to this tether. Burns is over here. Well, how don't you adopt my children back home, nigga? Why don't you go back there and raise them like we raise our children here? How about that? That sounds like a good idea. I ain't got you muted, dude. Get on this phone. I do not have you muted. Boy, listen, this is the mindset of a tether. Okay, he ain't saying that. Now he's acting like the mute button.
No, Tariq, you muted me, Tariq. You know you're very fond with your fingers are accustomed to the button.
Sir, it's that Igusi slipping your phone all over the place. Your phone is slippery now, so that's the problem. But yeah, why don't you raise your own children, Burn?
Anyway, Tariq, to the next.
Yeah, yeah. Why don't you raise your own kids instead of waiting on somebody to come adopt them? Kind of shit is that? Do you hear yourself? Why don't you adopt
No,
our children? I would. We
no,
don't
I'm
listen.
asking you as a black
Foundational, no,
brother.
foundational Black Americans don't talk like that. How we look talking about we want somebody to come adopt our kids
No, you're not getting me, Tariq. I was just asking you why, and why FBAs are not adopting
because we
kids from
want you to
Africa.
raise your kids on your own. You're supposed to raise your own children, sir.
No, that there are kids in the orphanage home. You can come to Africa and adopt a child.
Why don't you just raise them so they won't be orphans?
You're asking me a question back, and you're not giving me answer. Anyway,
That's the
let's move
answer. The
ahead.
answer is raise your child. Go, you go. Stop fleeing. Stop
Okay,
hopping on the
okay.
damn inner
But but
tube,
but but
fleeing away
but
from your kids. How about you raise your kids?
but I believe the listeners get what I'm trying to say. Tariq, I was in a white space earlier on, and there were about four FBA guys there, and the space was titled um, "Americans versus FBA," and these white guys with the co-hosts were calling FBA teters that you guys are teters, and the FBAs were dumbfounded. They couldn't respond. They were shocked that, why is he calling us teters? And they said, what's your language? What's the FBA language? They said English. What are you putting on? You're putting on a suit. That's a colonial dress code. So are the FBAs really teters? Are they the first teters in America?
Sir, we're not trying to be like the white supremacists. We're not trying to be like them, sir. In fact, it's just the opposite. The white supremacists, they had to eat off us. Well, what's going on in my space? Oh, is my space good? Somebody sent me something weird with my space. Hold on one second. Oh, hold on. Is my space good? Hold on, let me check something. Okay, it's some Brooke. That's something I don't know. It's something going on with your page. I don't know what it is, but yeah, yeah, we're not tethering onto anything. We try to do the opposite of what the white supremacists do. So we're
No, you're saying that what's the FBA language? You don't
no,
have a
that's not
language.
tethering. If somebody forces you to speak their damn language, that's not tethering. That's we're they
Of which,
they
Tariq, you can
no,
get your language.
stop, no, don't talk over
You
me.
can get your lost
Don't
language
talk
back.
over me. No. These people held us damn gunpoint and forced us to speak their damn language. That's not tethering. These people made us speak their language and then wouldn't let us read, and then made it
Right,
illegal for us to read. That's not tethering.
right,
That's called white supremacy. We got subjugated by these people and we had to fight our way out of it. That ain't tethering. Now, what you do is tethering, but what we did wasn't tethering, sir. See, you try to be like us, and just because we're great, we had to adopt some of their um, cultural norms by force. Everything that we got from them was forced on us. And we, as foundational Black Americans, we're the only people who influence the world and have everybody pretty much acting and emulating our aesthetic without us having to hurt people or kill them. That's the great thing about foundational Black American culture, right?
right, Tariq. So what I'm trying to tell you is that there are some FBAs who are Muslims and they're very passionate when learning Arabic. And there are some FBAs who identify as the Jewish Israelites and they are very passionate about learning Hebrew. What I'm trying to tell you now is that the FBA community can still regain back their lost language.
Which is what?
Yeah,
Which is what?
which is which is um most FBAs were enslaved from Ghana. So why don't you put into your curriculum the Ashanti language, and you guys gonna get official languages, English and Ashanti language. You start teaching your kids about these things. This is how you can get your lost language. You know, the Welsh and the
There's
Irish,
zero proof that we spoke Ashanti languages, sir.
There was weren't there slaves taken from okay,
Sir,
what was your what
just because the ships were by Ghana don't mean people were all from Ghana. They could there
you
were
need to
listen,
adopt
listen,
one.
listen,
There's several
boy,
tribes.
dumb. Oh, I'm not gonna call them dumb. Okay. Listen, Tether. They didn't have ships in Angola. All right. There wasn't ships in the central parts of Africa. You had to go to a coast in order to ship people. Just because they ship people from a certain area don't mean they were from that area. That's just where they had to take them to ship them. All right? Everybody ain't from Ghana. Let's just stop that illogical
I
nonsense.
if,
Also, what language is your natural language or national language over there? What's your tribal language, sir? Born, what is your tribal language over there? And are you Igbo, by the way? And it is a double mute. I think it's a double mute. Burn, are you Igbo? Waiting for the double mute to. You're probably talking. I don't know. I don't know. You're not muted. Burn, go ahead and say something.
Tariq, you just muting me deliberately. It's not fair.
I'm not muting you, sir.
I,
Now,
you've
what
not I've
language,
not
Burn?
I,
What
I've,
language do you?
you asking me a question and I've not finished
What
talking.
language do you speak over there?
I was saying that the FBA could adopt
What
just one
language do
language
you
from
speak?
Africa.
What language do you speak in Africa?
There are several languages. The languages I speak myself.
Yes, what language do you speak in Africa?
Okay, I speak Hausa.
You speak Hausa. Okay, so you're from the Hausa tribe, right?
Yeah, from the north. Yeah.
Got it. So you speak a useless, damn near dead language that's not,
I'm not no
you speak
that
a
the
useless
language.
language that don't nobody else outside of your village speak, right?
Tariq, I'm just
Let's keep
giving
it
you
a
a
bone. You
suggestion.
speak a useless
No, they are
language.
countries.
You speak a useless language that don't nobody outside of your village speak, right?
So do you want me to accept that my language
Nobody
is
outside of your village speaks Hausa.
English is a universal
Right, it
language, but you
is.
can
So,
still
yes,
be on
we've
code.
evolved. We speak a universal global language. English is a global transactional language. So, yes, we're
Yes,
going to
of
speak
which
that.
if a Frenchman can speak French and speak English,
You bragging about speaking a damn near dead, useless language that only people in your village can speak. That's not the flex you think it is, sir. No disrespect to the houses, not disrespecting them at all, but
you're disrespecting us
I'm
already.
not really. I'm not, sir.
You are
But
already. You can't help it.
I'm just kind of putting you in your place so that you won't pop your collar to something that's useless. Um,
There's a,
there's no banks out here that speaks
okay,
Hausa.
Tariq, please let me speak,
Okay.
Tariq. There are some languages that
Okay, it's double mute. I'm really not muting you, sir. It's either me, it's a double mute, because you can speak, or I think some a rhino horn fell on the goddamn phone or something, brother. I don't know. You put your animal.
Tariq, there are various languages in this world.
Uh-huh.
You understand? There are languages from people who regained their languages back after being lost. You understand?
Who's
The
lost?
English,
Who's
the
lost?
English,
Who's
wait,
lost?
the English forced
Who's
the Welsh
lost?
to stop speaking their language, and just 2% of people from Wales knew their native language, and from that 2%, it increased to 10% today. Gradually, they're getting their language back. So Tariq, Malcolm X called the FBA the lost tribes of Shabazz. And I'm trying to
We
tell you
ain't
that
lost.
you can still get your
We
lost
ain't
language
lost,
back.
sir. How are we lost
There's
and you over here? We ain't lost.
Why
You are
why
here.
some FBAs are studying Arabic?
You are here. I don't need to study none of that
Why
stuff.
can't they take that passion to study a language from
I
Ghana?
don't need to. Why do we need to do that?
So you can have an identity because they're
We
calling
have
you guys
one.
Teters.
We
You
have
were
an
not the first
identity,
person.
sir.
You were not the first tribe, or what should I call you, that were forced to stop speaking your language. You were not the
We are. We
first.
have an identity. We're foundational Black Americans.
You don't have. For
You,
example, now
sir.
if the white man didn't.
Okay, you're not okay. I'm muting you now. You're not just going to babble. We have an identity, sir. We're foundational Black Americans. Everything about the culture here comes from us. You don't have an identity, sir. You're projecting your lack of identity onto us, sir. Mr. Burns, you have zero identity. Hollering about an insignificant, useless tribe, and I hate to sound mean spirited, that don't have no clout outside of the little village that you're from. That's a lack of real culture, sir. You haven't evolved.
And Tariq, you're putting on an English suit. You're colonized. Why you not wearing a
What,
dashiki?
sir? Y'all didn't wear dashikis until we start doing it over here.
Why you not wearing it
You weren't
now?
wearing no damn because I'm not African. I'm not a continental African. Why would I wear a dashiki?
And you said you created it. You created the attire.
Yeah, we started rocking dashikis in the '60s, and then y'all picked up
So
on
so
it.
now so now we've taken over it. You're saying Africans have
And
taken over
no,
dashiki.
y'all dressing like us over here. You're dressing like black hip hop artists. That's what you're doing. So why y'all dressing like us, sir? If we
So are you
if
trying to
we
say
if
that
we don't have an
you were
identity, why are your
were you forced
why
were you
are
forced
why are your music artists over here singing our songs and dressing and dancing like us, sir?
of which we can play that and
We nothing. How come Burner
we can
Boy and all of
also
them dressing like us?
we can dress like you, we can dress like us. That's two in one. But you just got just one.
No, we don't have just one. We dress like foundational Black Americans. The white supremacists, they get their fashion cues from us, sir.
No,
Yes,
Tariq.
yes,
Your
yes,
photo,
nigga.
you're wearing an
Yes,
English
yes. What
suit.
English suit? What English suit, sir?
That's what you're wearing on your. You're tethering onto the whites. They forced you to tether onto
You
them.
just saying shit, sir. I don't wear no English suit. There's no such thing as an English suit, sir.
There is Tariq. Just
Sir, and
Google it. Just
the
Google.
way we rock our suits, we rock it differently from them. We rock our clothes differently, and that's why you dress like us, sir. The clothes you wear and all of that comes from Holland and all of those other places, sir.
No,
Y'all,
no, Tariq.
sir,
The Timberland, the Timberland, which is
and you,
an item in hip hop, was created by a Ukrainian. The
yeah.
Timberland boot was
But
created
we
by a
made it,
Ukrainian
but
man.
we rocked it in a way that we flipped it and made it fly.
That's
So it
tethering,
becomes
man.
associated. You don't have white people wearing Timberlands.
You're tethering.
On to
You're
who?
tethering.
Yeah, they don't know. White people don't wear Timberlands like us. They don't wear them like us. Yeah, nobody wears them
The
like
white
us.
people they wear Timberland
Yeah.
to the workplace. You wear Timberlands
No, yeah, they just
to the club.
manufacture the shoes. They manufacture a lot of things, sir.
But that's
They
tethering now.
manufactured your homeland. They were the ones who created your country during the Berlin Conference. So you're tethering on Europeans by being the majority, and you still have a place that was colonized by the white supremacists, sir. Aren't you
Okay,
tethering?
Tariq, just one more. Other people want to
Right.
talk. Concerning that movie.
Come on now. Don't troll out now. Your trolling is
No,
already
no, I'm
failing.
here. I thought that the space got closed just now.
No, we hear it.
Um,
No, yeah, your trolling is failing. But go ahead.
it's not failing, Tariq. I'm just stating facts. All what
You're
I
not.
said is fact.
You're just saying anything.
You didn't create the Timberland
No,
boots.
we didn't, but we made them popular, sir. We made them
Can
popular.
I say you're cosplaying? Can I say you're teetering onto
Can I
it?
say you're projecting? That's you projecting. So why are you projecting?
I'm not
Yes, you are,
forgetting.
because your ass is over here
Tar-
trying to be like us, sir. That's protect.
Tariq, this is the reason why you don't record your spaces so everybody can hear the full story.
No, but
Tariq,
I do record them. I
Tariq,
do.
I believe other people want to talk, but this is the last question concerning
Because
that
you're
guy.
just
That's
saying, sir, you're saying stuff out of embarrassment, sir.
no, the Ethiopia
Burn,
guy who
burn,
said,
burn, burn, burn. You're just literally saying anything. You're just saying deliberately dumb shit because you understand that you failed, you have no culture, you have no heritage, and you have no identity, and you've been tethering onto us. This is why you're just saying dumb shit. And I'm just letting you make a fool out of yourself. You're wearing the English suit, nigga. You're wearing Timberland boots, nigga.
but Tariq,
I
do
mean,
you
listen
believe
to me.
FBI are conquer?
You're reaching. Listen how hard you got to reach to say that Timberlands is tethering. Listen to you. Do you know how hard you got to reach to save the embarrassment from you having to cosplay as us? You have to
But
cosplay as us, sir, and
okay,
it bothers you. And you're bragging about a dead language that don't nobody in your village
no,
speak.
it's not. No, it's not
You
dead.
only can do bushmeat transactions with that language. You only
No, wallahi.
you're bragging about a language that's only useful to buy bushmeat. That's
No,
sad,
over 50
sir.
million people speak this language, Tariq.
You did what?
That's more than you. Over
Oh,
50 million
no,
speak
it's not,
answer.
sir. I'm good. I do not want to learn a bushmeat transaction language. I promise you, I don't. I don't want to
Of
learn
no, no,
I don't want to
you can.
learn, dude. I don't
It's
want
a
to learn a language that's only valuable when I want to buy zebra hoof soup. All right. When you want to get some zebra hoof soup, you have to use your language. You got to use clicks and
no, no.
pops.
We are the masters of Beru to change.
You're not a master of
What
nothing.
change?
You're the master of
We're the master of Beru to change.
clicks and pops for bushmeat. That's what you have to do. You got to start clicking and popping your jaws to barter some bushmeat prices.
Tariq, please let me land.
No,
Tariq,
no,
please let me
sir.
land.
You've already landed over here at the airport with flip flops on and a musty kente cloth suit. So you've already landed,
Tariq, please let me land. Let me
and we
land.
gotta.
Tariq, I just want to ask you something.
Okay,
If
okay, good. Thank you. Okay, I don't want to hear these bad faith arguments. Thank you so much. Is you niggas are tethering by wearing boots? Okay. Oh Lord, the desperation, the desperation. Okay, boy, it's been a musty Monday, wasn't it? All right, let's raise your hand. We got a lot of folks in here. What time is it? Let me get one more. Let's get one more. What's up, nicety girl? I see you, beloved. Let's get one more in here. Everybody raise your hand and let's get one more caller so we can bring it on home and wrap it on up. Let's get Tracy. Tracy Baby. Let's get Tracy Baby in here. Tracy, what's happening, Tracy? Tracy? Want to unmute your microphone, Miss Tracy?
Oh yes. Oh yes, 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 yes. I had to definitely unmute. Well, I was just listening in from Baltimore, whatever, and um, you know, I had I had I had something else that I wanted to talk to you that was I'm gonna talk about that was kind of like different
Okay.
from what y'all was talking about. And I just wanted to say that a lot of black people are moving from, the states to Africa,
Oh,
and I think that a lot of people could, like, move to Mississippi and start rebuilding there,
right.
and take the land back over from there.
Okay. Okay, okay,
Like,
okay, baby. Thank you, dear. Okay, okay, sister. She ain't really saying nothing. She does. Okay, thank you, dear.
you-
Thank you, dear. Okay, beloved. Okay, you got to get your thoughts together. Yeah, I don't know if you're nervous, but okay, okay. You got to get your thoughts. Okay, I can understand some people are nervous. It's the first time calling, but yeah, y'all kind of Because when y'all call up kind of acting confused and don't know what to say, that kind of messes up the flow of everything. We call it, we like everything to flow. All right. No disrespect to her. All right, let's get one more in here. One more call. Let's make it a good one. Y'all raise them hands. Raise them hands and stop playing games. All right. Let's see who we got. Who is this? Tormel? Let's get Tormel in the building. Tormel in the building.
Hello,
What's up, Tormel?
how's everything?
How are you?
I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I got a real funny story since y'all was talking about a tire, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm here in Jersey, right? So there's an African store in New Jersey, right? I goes in, you know how we like to switch it up, flip it up, and throw African attire on here and there. And I goes into the African shop. African brother meets me there. They got the shea butter, they got the drums, everything, and it's totally African. So I'm looking for a black shirt, black like dashiki. So the brother's helping me with it, right? An Asian man walks in with a notepad, and the African brother stopped helping me, go to the Asian guy with the notepad, and then he comes back, and then he continues helping me. Do you know the Asian man came back in with a big bag full of dashikis that he was selling to the African guy?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They get them.
I
They get them joints from Asia. They get them shits from Holland. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. Like I'm like, yo, they don't even control their own. He's selling me an African dashiki that he got from an Asian man.
Oh yeah.
So I was just going. So they be sitting here fronting like, they real cultural. They can't even control their culture here in America.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
man.
know,
Yeah, thank you. It's heavy. It's very very heavy. Yeah. Like I said, don't let these people try to play the cultural superiority thing. Their culture ain't really popping like that. We are the culture here, and that's the reality. All right. But let me get up out of here, fam. Everybody go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com, hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Go to microphonecheck.com. Get the greatest documentary on hip hop, Microphone Check, at microphonecheck.com. All right. I'm up out of here. Papi Akute, Lola Vuve to the family. Peace.
Rule work tonight. Rule work tonight. Rule work tonight. Rule work tonight. I'll be feeling so right. I got that root work tonight. Feeling fresh from the morning light. Root work hit me, I'm set.